Good evening and welcome back to Compass Weekly. I'm your host Kane and I will be taking you through the biggest shifts, updates and highlights in the world of AI and technology. This is episode 4 and if you've been following, you know how fast this space moves. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button because trust me, you don't want to miss what's happening in AI right now. Let's get started with this one. OpenAI launched GPT-5 early this month with their larger context window, sharper reasoning models, and multimodal for text, video, and image processing. The rollout wasn't very smooth. Many users complained about bugs, odd restrictions, and even cancelled premium subscriptions. In response, OpenAI pledged more transparency, saying they won't quietly remove or swap models again. At the same time, they released open weight models, GPT-OSS 20B and 120B, that developers can download and fine-tune. Not fully open source, but the biggest step toward openness since 2019. If you are a ChatGPT user, expect some bumps, but also mind-blowing new capabilities. App developers now have access to incredibly sophisticated AI tools for free. Every AI-powered service you use is about to get a major upgrade with some growing pains. This week's space story is all about competition heating up. Amazon launched 24 satellites to its project Kuiper, which is a direct challenge to SpaceX Starlink project. Space internet race is getting intense, and that's fantastic news for all of us. Amazon is promising beta services for Kuiper, which could start before the year ends. This means real competition for satellite internet. But here's what I find fascinating. This isn't about just internet access. When every corner of the planet has high-speed internet, we are talking about fundamentally changing education, healthcare, and economic opportunity globally. That's not just tech news, that's social change delivered by a rocket. If you are in a rural area with terrible internet, help is literally coming from above. Competition means better pricing and service for everyone. We're looking at a future where your location on Earth matters way less for the internet access. This week brought us the biggest announcement in the world of AI ever. $29 billion US. Yes, billion US dollars has been granted for Meta to set up data centers across the US. To put that into perspective, that's the entire GDP of many countries. But here's the plot twist. While Meta is doubling down on AI, lawmakers are simultaneously launching investigations into their AI tools, specifically focusing on child safety, privacy, and misinformation. This is the story of our time in AI. Massive investments racing ahead while regulators scramble to catch up. Your Meta apps like Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp are about to get significantly more AI powered. But expect those rollouts to be more cautious as regulatory scrutiny intensifies. Parents should be expecting tighter safeguards for kids using AI tools. What I find interesting is this represents the broader tension we are seeing everywhere in AI. Incredible capabilities launching alongside very legitimate concerns about safety and responsibility. This isn't a meta story, it's a preview of battles happening across the entire industry. Now for the story that made me really optimistic about an AI future. We are seeing AI-powered diagnostic systems rolling out as second screens for breast cancer screening programs. These aren't replacing doctors. They're making doctors superhuman at catching cancers. Early results from this week implementation show these systems are catching cases that human radiologists miss and significantly reducing false negatives. We're talking about potentially thousands of lives saved through early detection. If you are someone who needs medical screening, accuracy and speed are improving right now. These systems are being deployed in hospitals and clinics as we speak. This is setting the stage for AI to become standard in medical diagnostics. What excites me the most about this story is it shows AI at its best, not replacing human expertise, but amplifying it. Our final story for this week is a double-header that shows both sides of AI progress. Anthropic released Claude Sonnet 4 this week with ability to process up to 1 million tokens at once. In plain English, That means it can analyze entire code bases, full novels, or massive research papers in one go. I've been testing it this week, and the capability jump is genuinely impressive. Upload a 500-page document, get comprehensive analysis instantly. But simultaneously this week, both EU and the US regulators released new AI oversight frameworks focusing on transparency, accountability, and safety. The timing isn't coincidental. Anyone working with large documents or complex content analysis just got a massive productivity boost. Stronger regulatory frameworks mean better protection from AI risks. We're seeing the pattern. Major AI releases now come with regulatory responses. So that's your week in AI. This space moves incredibly fast, and honestly, that's the reason I'm here every week. What was your biggest takeaway? Which story today do you think will have a bigger impact on your daily life? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. If this weekly roundup helps you to stay on top of what's happening in AI, smash that like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week for another episode of Compass Weekly. My name is Kane, and you've been watching Compass.